Hey everybody, welcome back to KTSC Sports Talk with your host Justin P. This is episode 60. Y'all already know. We talk about all sports, NBA, NFL, MLB, soccer, UFC, boxing, the whole nine. Y'all already know that. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. When you hit the subscribe button, go all the way up and hit all the way and get all my latest videos and content that I drop. Today I'm going to talk about the Ravens OTA'S a little bit. Who's been standing out and making improvement. Although, like I said, it's not, it's OTAs. You're just going against each other with helmets and shorts. But progress is progress. So first we'll start off Miles Boykin. They say he's been progressing real good because we drafted two receivers that like potentially could replace him. But Rashad Bateman and Tyler Wallace. So he's him and James Posey are fighting for one spot basically. And then Deion Kane, Victor Benjamin, all those guys like that. What's the other kid now? I just got his name. Goddamn. Antoine Wesley. All those guys fighting for one spot. So that receiver competition is gonna be real steep. That's what's needed because you don't want nobody to feel complacent like, oh, I got it. I'm already gonna be. I got my spot on that team. Nah, bro. Every practice you must improve, because if not, you're going to find yourself behind the 8 ball and outside looking in. So he said Miles Boykin has been showing off, and, making diving catches, catching the ball people. Every year you have a OTA hero or training camp hero or preseason hero. Then regular season they don't do squats. So I mean it's good to see, but I'll hold my breath for not really knowing nobody. So don't going off with shorts and helmet and no opposing defense in front of you. So it's good to hear. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer and anything like that. But you gotta be realistic. Like there's nobody in front of them. If it is in front of them, they're not going all out because they don't want to watch nobody getting hurt. So and they showing them looks, so they know how to beat it. So that's a good thing. They said Devin Duvernay's coming along. They said him and Lamar been hooking up. Lamar been hooking up with him a lot. And in team periods, 11 on 11, caught 2 or 3 40-yard bombs. So that's good to see. He's getting more involved in the offense and he just, jet sweeps and end arounds and screens. He offers more than that. He's a legit receiver. Like I said, James Prochet, we'll see how he might get caught in the numbers game. But, I know he's going to come ready to work because, like I said, he know, man, like, NFL stands for not for long. Not for long. And he also said the rookies have been showing out. Rashad Bateman. I'm going to say Rashad probably. Rashad Bateman has been doing this thing. Catching the ball. So he can get in and out of his breach. Got new receiver coach, man T. Martin, who won the national championship in Tennessee. And Keith Williams, the pass game coordinator. They should be offensive coordinator at USC. So those two alone are going to improve the Ravens' passing attack. Like I said, then they say Mark Andrews is looking like himself. Nick Boles should be ready by training camp. But you got guys like Josh Oliver stepping up. Eli Wolf looking good. Like I said, the rookie Ben Mason's looking good. And so we have more than enough options right there to hold it down till Nick Boyd gets healthy. And then on the offensive line, they said, Ben Cleveland just look like a Greek god up there, no belly fat, no nothing. And he just, he's coming off the ball hard. He's punching in his pass block, stepping. He's just looking good. He's like a day one starter. Bradley Bozeman's doing good at center from what I heard. He's going to be the starter as of now, but we all know he's going to be the starter. I don't think nobody else will take that spot from him. Makai and Tristan Walker still, whatever his name is, they're not strong enough. He was All-American center at Alabama, so I think he has that spot on lock. And since Zeitland right guard's doing his thing, he's coming on the ball, he's, physical and stuff like that. Andrew Villanueva said he's doing pretty good so far too, picking up the offense in the playbook. And Ronnie Stanley, he's working his way back, so he'll have a pretty good cohesive line when it's all said and done. And Lamar's doing Lamar, of course. Trace McSorley's looking more comfortable coming off the leg injury, and Tyler Him and Tyler Huntley will battle for that backup quarterback spot. Now on the defensive side of the ball, of course, they said Adafia Owe. For those who don't know, that's his real name. It's Jason Owe out of Penn State, but he wants to be called by his government name, Adafi. So he's been coming off the edge strong. Like I said, no one's only OTAs, but it's any progress is good progress. So you had to crawl before you walk. I said he's been setting the edge pretty good in team periods. He's in team drills. He's been using his hands. Same thing with Dalen Hayes out of Notre Dame. We got in the fifth or sixth round. He could have been a second or third round pick, but it was just he got caught in the wash. He's coming off the edge, setting the edge pretty good because them two are going to be the future. Because Pernell McPhee is probably not coming back into the shit. So that leaves them two, Bowles and Ferguson. They said Jalen Ferguson's looking good. Like he slimmed down a little bit. He's coming out the ball more explosive. He's using his hands more, not just trying to ball rush. So he might be due for a breakout year. Say Bowles is looking insane, rushing, covering, doing all that stuff like that, setting the edge. Like that's why we paid him. Like I said, Big Pernell McPhee, same thing. He's fully healthy now. Like I said, he tore his tricep 2 years ago, but he's fully healthy. He's up there teaching the young bucks how to set the edge. How to get to the quarterback in many ways, inside and outside. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And as you know, the number changes with Patrick Queen. He is number 6, 4 is number 3. They call themselves 3-6 Mafia. I love it because I'm a big 3-6 Mafia fan. Some people might not like it, but I love it. Those two flying around in the middle. And you still got Malik Harrison, who's eventually going to succeed LJ Ford. You also still have the guy Chris Board, and you still have a Tor Locker. So we still have a lot of guys in the middle, and Chris Welch too. So we have more than enough inside linebackers. Like I said, in the secondary, Marlon Humphrey, he was doing his thing. He deflected a couple passes, locked down his guy, Marcus Peters, same thing. Jimmy Smith, like I said, he's on a 1-year deal. He's probably going to be his last year, but it's not last year. He's going to sign another 1-year deal. It's like he wants to stay around. But, they said Brandon Stevens is looking good back there. He's been covering his guys, knocking down passes. Coming up, getting involved in the running. He can't tackle nobody, but he's just still getting his face in there. I don't know that. Same thing for Sean Wade. He's been coming up, getting involved in the run. Like, he has a chip on the shoulder because he went from a first-round pick to a fifth-round pick. So, that's a chip on the shoulder. Although he didn't have the greatest season last year, and in the national championship game, Devontae Smith, put it on him. But, hey, it's always room to get better. And like I say, he's just going to use that chip to fill when he's in a perfect situation where he doesn't have to play right away. He can sit back and learn from guys like Marcus Peters, Jimmy Smith, Marlon Humphrey, and he could possibly play some safety. Same thing with Brandon Stevens. Like I said, with Tavon Young, injury history, and Marshall, Iman Marshall and all that, these guys may play. So the Costa said we're not going to be short-handed at corner once somebody goes down. So now these guys can play. Then they picked up the little undrafted free agent safety, Darian Washington. He's only 5'9", so it's Tyron Matthew, a.k.a. the Honey Badger. He's only 5'9". All Pro Bowl every year. Not saying he's going to be Honey Badger, but I'm saying that the size and measure don't mean nothing. If you can play, he can play. I kind of wish we would have got a safety like in the later rounds, like Andre Cisco or somebody like that. But like I said, he'll do good because, like I said, he can compete for the backup safety spot with Josh Richardson, Jordan Richards, whatever, Josh or Jordan Richards, whatever. I think Jordan Richards. Because Levine is not going to be back here next year. He's on a 1-year deal. Plus, he's mainly going to play special teams as sub linebacker. Then Deshaun Elliott's on a rookie deal too. So by him only having 1 full year, I don't know if the Ravens are going to commit to paying him a long time. If he comes up and have another good year, he comes up like 3-4 interceptions, go to the Pro Bowl, they may pay him. But if not, and it's like, they're not going to just pay him off of 1 year body of work when he, his first 2 years. He was sidelined due to injuries, which, it happens, but, he got to show he can stay healthy for more than just 1 season. And Chuck Clark, like I said, ever since he's been named the starter, he's been doing his thing. That's why they paid him. You know, he wears the green dot on defense. He sets everybody up. So far so good from Ravens OTA. They'll be back out there Tuesday. So I'll make another video probably sometime Tuesday, even if not early Wednesday, to give another update. We know who's progressing, who's not. All right, everyone. So make sure, like I said, make sure you like and subscribe. And have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, folks. Be great on your way to your figure eight, and always remember the KTSC. Keep that same energy. Love you guys. And I'll probably make another video probably tomorrow or Monday talking about the NBA playoffs.